What up? What's going on? Booga Gamers here. Fortnite, Lil Pedro YouTube. How you guys doing? What's up, Joe? What's up, Justin? What's up, Hayden's Aquatics, Phase TV, Jaden? How you guys doing? There's no baseball on tonight. So bored. All right, now they're fucking going in real fast. How am I supposed to keep up with this shit? Holy fuck. All right, what's up? I got nothing really to say. I'm just, I was working on a bunch of stuff, and I want to stop working on a bunch of stuff. Thought my girlfriend was going to come home and we were going to hang out, but she's going to karaoke night, so I was like, fuck, super bored. Do some questions on here. Top 3 players today. Bellinger, Yelich, and I'll just go with Yankee bias and say Judge, even though he just got unhealthy. Tiger, you're really curious if I'm gay. I'm not. Jaron, thank you. I appreciate that. Who's winning the NL Central? I think the Cubs will figure it out, but that's a shit show. All right, going too fast. Play MLB The Show. I wish I was a gamer because the YouTube crowd likes games so much, and I feel like it would be good content. You guys would enjoy it, but I haven't played a video game since college, and I barely even weighed that. Do you think the baseballs are juiced, and do you think most players believe they are? I kind of like Bregman and Scherzer's answers to that the most, when Scherzer was like, well, the commissioner has admitted that they're different, so who cares? They're different. And Bregman was like, it's also, I don't try to hit singles anymore. If I wanted to hit 300, I could. I try to hit a home run. So, and that's how every player is. They're trying to hit home runs every time now instead of when it fit them. All right, these are going too fast. Favorite baseball player? Is there a way to slow this shit down? I think if I just scroll up, it'll slow down. Wow. That was life-saving. If I just scrolled up a touch, I can go at my own pace. Whew. Favorite type of rain? Good question, Bruce. I agree with Jake. It's like rain when you're in a body of water. The pool, the ocean, that shit's awesome. Can you slow down your chat? My God, man. Yeah, I agree. I just slowed it down. Is Wilson Contreras the best catcher in baseball? No, he is not. Favorite ballpark you've ever been to? Wrigley's cool, but Camden Yards is actually really, really nice and cozy and fun. I like Camden Yards a ton. Do you think the Cubs might win more World Series, or do you think they're going to go another losing streak? I'll probably win again. When did you start your YouTube channel? This channel, like 2011, when I was in high school. And then it's just been hodgepodge of weird shit for a while. I did blind taste tests for like a year, and that was like our following, like the first 2,000 subs were just, they like blind taste test videos. We did about 50 of those. That was not popular. And then it just blew up with this. Where are you from? It's a tough question for me. From 0 to 8, I lived in New Jersey. Then I moved to Australia for 2 years. Then I moved to Illinois for 3 years. Then I moved to Connecticut for 2 years. California for 4 years. Back to Connecticut for 9 years, I think. Then to California for 3 or 4 years. Now I'm back in New Jersey. Boom. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate it. Where does Thor go? Probably nowhere because the Mets are so stupid. Did you watch all the 90s championships as a kid? My mom we lived in Australia for 98 and 99. My mom would record them on VHS. I'd come home from school and we'd all watch them as a family because the time difference was crazy. What do you think is needed to fix the Giants? They need to get rid of everyone. The Giants are kind of like the 2015 Yankees where they're trying to hang on to all these old players. They need to like fully sell and get a whole new crop of players. They're trying to win. They've been trying to win one more with Bumgarner's last 2 contracts. They went out. They were the only team that went out and got players. They got Longoria, they got Kutch, they got someone else to try and win on this. Like, okay, we got bummed for two more years at least, last push, and it's not going to work. They just need to completely redo it. Where does Bumgarner go during the deadline? I think like the Braves. I think like, just I don't think it's the Yankees. I don't think it's one of the huge teams, but I'm not confident in that. Will you do NFL plays? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'd like to. I just think I'm not confident in them. I don't want to put it out something that I don't think is great. Not that I think stuff's great, but you know what I'm saying. I like baseball. I think I can speak about baseball confidently. Thoughts on Domingo Germán? Thinmingo? I don't fully trust him yet, but I can't wait until I do. Who is the best catcher? Gary. What are your thoughts on the White Sox rebuild? That they better win next year. This year's fun, and they're having so much fun, and they've cultivated this culture of like swag and fun. It's the loosest dugout you'll see in the MLB. It's like the Reds and the White Sox for the loosest dugout you'll see in the MLB. And it's all fun for the White Sox right now. Next year, they have to be winning. They have to be playing really good. Otherwise, this culture, same with the Reds. Otherwise, this culture is just going to sour, and people are going to be like, you care more about fun than winning. Right now, they can get away with it, and White Sox fans should be enjoying this season a ton because there's not expectations. But next year, we'll see how it goes. I think they have the talent. I'm just saying they have to win. Why is baseball awesome to watch live but coma-inducing on TV? I think it's much better on TV because you can see the pitches and you can see the catcher calling for pitches and you can see I just threw 2 curveballs, probably going to throw a fastball. Now, you can't tell that live. The atmosphere in general is good, but in terms of like gameplay, TV is much better. What do you think of the All-Star game? All-Star game was fun. I had no qualms with it. Do you watch Stranger Things? I do. I haven't finished season 3 yet. Okay, got to slow this down. Why do you like to watch the Cubs? I don't watch the Cubs. So it's a tough question to ask. Why do I like to watch the Cubs? I don't watch them. I watch clips. When do you think the Pirates will be competitive again? I don't know, man. That fucking Archer deal. That stupid Chris Archer deal. That Archer deal set up the Rays so nicely. So stupid. Yanks get Bauer or Stroman. Why would the Indians trade Bauer? They're going to be in the race. I don't know why they'd trade Bauer. Jaden Choi? At some point, can you do breakdowns of MLB games that were last year? Yeah, I'm going to do that in the offseason. There's so much constant content. There's 15 games a day, basically, in the MLB, that if I was trying to do mix old plays, it'd just be crazy. So I'm going to do those in the offseason. I'm going to try and make like a huge list, maybe another Google form, and we'll just break them down. What are your thoughts on the D-backs? They're one of those teams that I really just don't know much about. Greinke's awesome. I don't know much about. That's one of the teams where the D-backs, the Padres, and the Rockies are going to beat the shit out of each other because their division is done. The Dodgers have it. And then they're going to be beating each other up that they're going to take all 3 of them out of the wild card because they're all going to give each other too many losses. Unless one of those 3 teams, Padres, Rockies, Diamondbacks, one of those 3 teams has to crush the other 2 constantly. Otherwise, all 3 are going to be out because they're just going to beat it on each other. When are you going on the Pat McAfee show? Probably never, unless they invite me, which I would guess isn't ever going to happen. But there you go. What are your thoughts on Lewis Robert? I don't know who that is. Jomboy, my guy, what are your thoughts on the All-Star game? All-Star game was cool, I guess. When you go to a game, do you prefer to see a pitcher's duel or a home run-driven game? I'd rather see a clean, nice, crisp game. I mean, the ideal game would be like 5-4, 6-4, something like that, where you get to see some runs in offense. But I'd rather see 2-1 than 16-14, if that matters. Nicholas Medina, thank you. I appreciate that. The A's, no, I don't think they'll win the wild card. I think they might trade Liam Hendricks. They have no pieces to trade. The A's have like 2 pieces that they possibly could trade at the deadline. So they're all in. They're not going to tank. They're not going to like dump players because they don't have any. Besides Liam Hendricks, I can see people calling and asking for him. But other than that, I don't think the A's will win. What are your thoughts on the Dodgers? They're having a crazy season. When will you go on R2C2? We got to get Ruco on our show soon. I got to reach out. He's so fucking busy, though. Again, if R2C2 wants to invite me on or Jake and I on, we will go on. I doubt they'd do that. It wouldn't really help them. It would help us, wouldn't help them. Is Matt Chapman the best third baseman in the MLB? He's up there. Arenado's pretty good. Third baseman's a pretty good position right now. Chado's pretty good. Tatis, he's fun. Thoughts on the Tigers? Wait and see. They suck right now. Oh, it's going too fast again. Do you follow NFL? Who's your favorite team? I am a Giants fan, casual. I follow the Yankees so much and live and die for 162 games that by the time it gets to the NFL season, if the Giants suck like they have the last couple of years, it's all good. It's like whatever. They suck. If they're good, I'll be happy. But I'm more of a die easy Giants fan. Do you thoughts on the Nats? I think the Nats are gonna have a good second half and be good. They have the pitching to be good, so I don't know. Braves are young and fun right now, but I do not think they will make a playoff push. As of now, this can change in a week. What do you think the worst team is? It's the Orioles or the Royals? The Orioles have the worst pitching staff ever assembled. But the Jays are giving them a run for their money. Young, thick Austin Riley. I just made a shirt. You guys want to see? You got any Braves fans in here? We're going to try and do give you a sneak peek. It kind of looks shitty on my phone. We're going to try and do some merch soon if anyone wants it. But can you see that? Is it on my face? I think it's all whatever. It looks like it's all blowed up. But yeah, we're fucking around with some merch, breakdown stuff. If you want to support, that would be great. Holy shit. Quintus, fucking thank you, man. That is amazing. New to the channel. New to baseball on your channel and Foolish Baseball have been instrumental. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. That's really nice. Thank you. Who's a lot of best catcher? What do you think of Jock Peterson? Jock's fun. Who has the best Gatorade tosses? Oh, dude, it was I think it was the Diamondbacks. One of the first breakdowns I did this season in April. I believe it was the Diamondbacks, and it was one of the better Gatorade tosses we've seen yet. It was awesome. What are my thoughts on Chief Wahoo? No thoughts. No thoughts. But your strategy of asking the question 5 times in a row worked, but I also want to ban you for doing it. Hey, I'm live right now. Do you have a favorite ejection this season? Yeah, it's both of Kapler's because he was so innocently just dumb. The first time Kapler got ejected, he thought the ump would change the call so he could replay it just to be fair, as if that's a thing that's ever happened ever. And then the next time he was like shocked Joe West was being unreasonable. It's like, Kapler, dude, have you watched the MLB ever? Ian Desmond? Yeah, Desmond. That's who was the best Gatorade tosser. Sorry if I got that wrong. Ian Desmond, it was one of the early breakdowns I did. He went over. It was the Rockies. He went over everyone and got it on the pile. It was awesome. Yanks versus Astros for 162 games. What's the Yanks record? 81 and 81. Haha. 82 and 80. Is that even the right math? That's got to be right. It's got to be. I know this ain't baseball, but it's important. My parents won't let me date, but I think this girl that I would like would go out with me. What would you do? Are you 12? Yeah, I'd just go sneak out and go out with the girl. Are your parents like gonna hurt you? I think it's part of growing up. Sneak out, go hang out with a girl. Every kid's done that ever. Don't be mean to your parents though. Just like they understand you're gonna do it. Do you have a favorite manager? No. Thank you, Ned. Appreciate that. Favorite manager? Gardenhire's getting ejected a lot, so I like him. Oh, you know who I fucking like? The Rangers manager, Woodward, because he's the easiest lips to read in the MLB. So easy. Steve Balboni, of course. Juan Soto. It's fun. How'd you get your start? Man, I don't know. In 2017 season, I had a 300 followers on Twitter, and I decided that I was going to actively tweet out Yankee stuff and engage with people. And then I always try to do YouTube shit, just really to appease myself because I would get so bored that I just wanted to do my own creative stuff. And I did everything but talk about the Yankees. So that was kind of dumb of me since that's like what I like the most. 2017, I started talking about the Yankees. Did Twitter. Once I got to my goal was to get 1,000 followers on the season. I think I got to 1,000 followers pretty quickly. And then I started saying, well, I'll do a weekly video where I talk about the Yankees and answer people's questions and give my thoughts. That turned into a podcast with my best friend Jake, talking Yanks. That grew like crazy. People were really nice, and supported us. That allowed some other people that saw the engagement level, and they said, hey, if we gave you this to start this business, would you quit your job? And I said, absolutely. So I quit my job on a whim and had like this little bit of money to sit on and to try and create something. 2018, we did a lot. We really just did the podcast, did some other stuff, some shirts, didn't do that much. Going into this season, I said, I need to do so much more if I want this to be what I do and to grow this business. Now we have a podcast network of like 13 podcasts. I have like 25 people that help out and write for us and do their shows and help out in so many different ways. It's like a 30-person team almost. And then I said, I'm going to try and do some national breakdowns instead of just Yankees, because I was just doing Yankees for the last 2 years. And here we are. And now we're almost at the point where it's like a real business. I think at the end of the season it will be. So it's really cool. It's pretty bizarre. I don't know. Looks like I have to thank someone else that I missed. But the chat won't let me go that far back. Did you ever play in the pros? No. Why do coverage gear hats suck? They suck? I don't think they do. This is one. We always get the products before we talk about them. This is a Judge one. I mean, what do you want your hat to do? Like vibrate on your head, give you a massage? They're hats. What do you mean they suck? I like it. Well, I got a haircut that I kind of like, so I'm going to take the hat off. Thoughts on the Cardinals? Ooh. Thanks for trading the Yankees void. My full thoughts right there. I don't know. I don't have too many thoughts on the Cardinals. Holy shit, there's 532 people watching this? I just looked at the number. Fuck, that's cool. Should I start saying things that are more interesting? That's crazy. Appreciate it. I don't have a second favorite team right now. It's always something we get asked. Sam, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. I feel like I've missed some. I want to know your opinion on Laureano and his chances for a big deal. Oh, I'd have to. Chances for a big deal. What's his contract out right now? Oakland A. Fucking shit. Sorry. Oakland A's. Well, I mean, chances for a big deal and Oakland A's don't really mesh, you know? What's his name? Ramon Laureano. First, what are his numbers? 782 OPS this season, 315 on base percentage. He had an 832 and 358 last year, which is better than this year. What's his contract? Isn't he going to have like a lot of years of being locked in? Why would he be getting a deal? Is this a waste of time? I mean, thank you for asking the question. Oh, he's on a 1-year contract? Why? Why is he on a 1-year contract? Why isn't he on a rookie contract? What don't I know about Ramon Laureano? Oh. Well, he's got to pick up a season if he wants a big deal. I don't know. Sam, thanks. How much do you buy into advanced stats like weighted runs created in WAR? Enough. I think that you need to match the eye test. I'm kind of all out on defensive stats. We talk about stats a ton on Talking Yanks, and Talking Baseball debuts on what month we're in? 5 days. We've done 2 test episodes. Those are up on the Patreon, Jomboy, patreon.com/JomboyMedia if you want to watch the test episodes of Talking Baseball. The first one's really rough, really raw, but we had some fun. The second one I think is more polished, not fully polished yet. The next one's going to be the real deal on the 15th, and it should be live on this YouTube channel and on every podcast app. That's what I need to do later today. So if you're interested and you want to hear that, it should be a lot of fun. I should promote it better, but you'll learn I'm pretty bad at self-promotion. Why is Ramon Laureano on a 1-year deal? Drafted by the Houston Astros in 16th round, 2014 amateur draft. Player signed June 12th, 2018. Traded by the Houston Astros to Oakland A's. So he's just real. He's only 24? Oh, ARB eligible through 2022. Earliest free agent 2025. Spot Track just had it. Fucking terrible. Laureano's not getting a deal for a long, long time. Glad I wasted a lot of time on that. Hi, Jake. Jake's not here. But I can tell Jake that you said hi for him, Colin. Reds are really good for a last place team. Yeah, but if I was the Reds, I wouldn't want to win. I'd want to lose and trade players. Thoughts on Manny Machado's hair? It's terrible. I don't understand why he has it on his head. Janitor throw. What are your thoughts on the Seattle Mariners and how good do you think they will be in a few years when they rebuild? No good. I think Mariners will be perpetually bad because they just trade away everyone and then they sign everyone and they trade away everyone. Which starter do you want the Yanks to trade? I don't know yet. Got to see. Who's your top 3 position players? I did that earlier. Vintage events. We're doing that. It's okay. Gubs beats. It's all good. Jomboy, are you okay? Oh, define okay. I'm pretty bored. Do you know that the Reds are less games back than any second-place team? Yeah, I do know that. Whisperer Zeta, thank you very much. Who you think the Yankees get? I don't know, because we talked about this a lot on Talking Yanks. Right now they're trying to trade Clint Frazier, but no pitcher out there is worth the same. Like Clint Frazier for Stroman, that doesn't add up. It takes less to get Stroman. If they're going to move Clint, which I think they're trying to do, then they're going to have to find like a Luis Castillo, a Boyd, like a Mike Minor, like a team that's ready to move on a guy that has a lot of years on his contract. And then there will be some others as well. But so I really don't know. We're too far away. Al Blake, I will do throwback breakdowns in the off season. Appreciate it. If you really wanted me to do one now, you could go to the Patreon and sign up as a tier 2 and request it. But there's so many in the off season. There's so many old ones. I want to make a huge list. I have my intern, it was my brother who's interning for this summer. Go through it, and we'll just crank them out. Please tell me what OPS means and its significance, Mike. Michael, good question. OPS, okay? It's on-base percentage plus slugging percentage. So basically, batting average, it doesn't give you credit for walking. It doesn't give you credit for getting a walk. And batting average treats a single the same as a home run, which is so stupid. So what OPS does is it says, how often do you get on base? So singles, doubles, triples, walks, it's all included. That's on base percentage. And then when you hit the ball, how hard do you hit it? Because hitting it harder is better than hitting it softer. So slugging percentage. So OPS is on base percentage plus slugging percentage. Basically, do you get on base a lot? Great. When you hit the ball, do you hit it really hard? Great. OPS. It's what all players look for now. Because you can have a great batting average and it can be so empty. Go look at Ronald Torreyes on the Yankees in 2017. He hit like 300, the emptiest 300 you'll ever hit. Never got the ball out of the infield. So it doesn't really do much for you. Just like a walk every time. But yeah. All right, hold on. Let's keep going. Francesa or K? Well, K is my best friend, so I got to go K. What do you think of the Giants? What do you think the Giants get for Bumgarner? Almost nothing. Look at the Cole Hamels trade last year. Bumgarner's got the same exact resume as Cole Hamel right now. He's like, great. He's also hurt right now. Pitchers are not worth as much as you think. Cole Hamel's got traded for a top 100 prospect and then 2 meandering nobodies and that were prospects. And top 100 ain't nothing. I think Bumgarner's price is really cheap. And I think the Giants are going to try and charge a sentimental tax. Like, hey, but we really like him, so pay us more. And teams are going to be like, oh, we don't give a fuck about that. So it'll be interesting. How many pitchers do you think the Yankees will go after at the deadline? Probably 1 starter, 1 reliever. It all depends on if Sevy and Betances are nearing coming back, which we'll find out. Thank you by Nerf. When will the Jays be good again? Best player ever. Well, the Jays have the bats, but right now they have such a bad pitching staff. They had the phantom DFA, Edwin Jackson, who's only there to kill some time in this rebuild era anyway. Aaron Sanchez and Clayton Richard are having a shit off. Like, I think Clayton Richard has a 7 ERA in his last 6 starts, and Aaron Sanchez has 11.8. Fucking terrible. So they got to get a lot of pitchers. And pitching is the hardest thing to get. So the Jays need to do that. And they're in a tough division. So I don't know. They need pitchers. They need to make some trades this move. If they want to be competitive next year, they need to go get some pitchers. Brandon Rogers, I appreciate that. Thank you. Al Blake, appreciate this. Centuries from now, sports historians will pore over the records. They will see how great Justin Verlander was. They will also see his nudes. Yeah. Yeah, Verlander's – I love watching Verlander pitch. It's one of the few pitchers that pitches with just like lack of better word, just a heavy set of balls. Like he just throws fuck you fastballs nonstop. It's awesome. Thoughts on hockey? Hockey's my favorite sport to play. Played hockey all the way growing up, and men's league still. I used to practice on the same rink in San Jose that the Sharks would practice, so I would watch them practice, and we would practice, so I grew to like the Sharks. For how long do you think Detroit and Baltimore will be irrelevant? Baltimore for a while, Detroit for a while. Like next 3 to 4 years. Who do you think is the most competitive division? It's the NL Central. They're just beating up on each other. Thoughts on Stan and what he's done for the Yankees? I like Stan. Personality-wise, I like him a ton. He was really bad in clutch situations last year, but he did have a good season. But, in clutch situations, he kind of disappeared. So that needs to change. But 30 home runs, 100 home runs. Played on a hurt hamstring for like 2 months and kind of was their only consistent bat for the whole season. But was terrible in clutch situations, which is kind of what matters most. So I don't hate Stan. I feel bad for him because Yankee fans itch to hate him instead of the other way around, which is bizarre. Do the Reds have a shot at winning the NL Central? I don't think so. I think they should sell. The Reds have so many pieces to sell. I'm telling you, if you're a Reds fan, you may want your team to do good this year, but there's no way they win the World Series. If they eke in their way into the wild card, there's no way they go to the World Series. There's no way. And it's a tough pill to swallow, but there's so many pieces the Reds can trade and rebuild. It would be so much better for the Reds long haul if they were by July 31st, they were well out. I won 2 national championships in rugby, went to the Little League World Series as a kid. I regret giving up baseball every day for rugby. I'm 22, still practice a lot. Do you think I should pursue? Go join like a league for fun. I mean, don't like toss anything else you got going down the drain for it. You think it's possible for the Cubs to win it all? Yeah, they just need to get hot. I mean, they're leading. I think they're the only team that could possibly beat the Dodgers. They just need to get hot and do things right. Whisper Zeta, what do you make of Bauer to the Yankees rumors? I make nothing of it. Why would the Indians trade? They're in the race. Why would they trade? Makes no sense. Where is Jake? I don't know where Jake is. I did this on a whim. I opened up my computer like 2 seconds ago or whenever I started this and just said, hey, maybe I'll do this. So what do you think about the Cardinals this year? I think I'm happy they traded us Voit. I don't know much about the Cardinals. I'm sorry. There's some teams I know I'm like kind of have been watching lately or up to date. The Cardinals aren't one of them. Their manager weirds me out. He looks like a relative of Dwight Schrute. So I'd always like that guy is a baseball manager. Why won't you talk about the Braves? I don't know. I feel like I didn't get asked. The Braves are fun. I feel like I do a breakdown on the Braves every day. It's like the Cubs, Dodgers, Braves are always doing fun shit. Reds too with Puig. If the MLB offered to sponsor you, would you take it? I don't know what that means. I don't know what an MLB sponsorship. That means that I get to monetize the videos and they don't claim them anymore. That'd be fantastic. That's all I really ask. I don't need a sponsorship. Just, hey, let me monetize the videos because I'm talking over them. And that's supposed to be fair use anyway, so let me monetize them. But if they offered a sponsor, I would take it. Yeah, I'd say yeah. Unless they told me to change all the content, then I'd say no. Just let me claim it. That'd be nice. When is Six Pack Cinema coming back? Six Pack Cinema hasn't gone anywhere. Yeah, so, I mean, the YouTube crowd probably doesn't know this. When the YouTube blew up and started blowing up because you guys love the breakdowns, it kind of got hard to do everything else. So I'll let you guys know. We have a lot of entities in this network that I started, Jomboy Media. Like I said, I quit my job and I've had a lot of people like, we have a movie podcast. We have a history and comedy podcast. We have a daily radio show that we do on this show. And we're trying to make different YouTubes for all of them because you guys like the breakdowns and everyone's subscribing for the breakdowns. And when I posted something else, it was like, just got a lot of hate and it was like unnecessary hate. Just people hate new things. So we're going to make like Laughs from the Past, Six Pack Cinema. They're going to have their own YouTube channels that I hope some people will go pour over and subscribe and check out. But once a day, we're probably going to post a full episode of a show that's whatever. in the future. We got to establish all this. If you're not interested, just don't watch it. But the Jomboy Media YouTube that we're on right now is supposed to be a conglomerate of everything we do here. It's just been breakdowns because it's scary when we post other things and everyone's just so mean about it for no reason at all. When on the breakdowns, you guys are the nicest people in the world. But it's coming. Six Pack Cinema did not go anywhere. We record tomorrow night, and it's on all the podcast apps. And I got to make a YouTube for it. So there you go. You need to get Streamlabs for donations. You get the full amount because Super Chat takes a lot. Sorry for spam, but it's kind of important. Yeah, I know nothing. Harry Kane, you've been in the chats before. I know. Should I write that down? Streamlabs. I know nothing about YouTube. Intern Luke has been helping me. Streamlabs. I didn't even know what Super Chat was. But Fuzzy from YouTube came in here and told me to turn it on. Why is Bumgarner so sensitive? I don't know, man. Dude cries a lot. Will the Dodgers... Mike Francesa calls Urshela a journeyman and says that his batting average will fall back down to low 200s. What do you think? Well, he was a journeyman. It's not a wrong thing. He may continue to be a journeyman. I don't think he's going to be in the Yankees forever. I don't know if he's got a mainstay, but there's no reason to say anything negative because Urshela has been awesome. Free Bob Menery. What happened to Bob Menery? He got blocked out, or I don't know what happened to him. What was your job before all this? I was a video editor at event coordination. I filmed weddings and corporate events and edited them. It was so boring. Been to like 100 weddings. Used to go to like 25 weddings a summer. Hold Zimmer. Yeah, if you hear my dog tip-tapping around, that's my dog. Maybe I got to go get off this and go help him. Jeffrey Hankey, do the Phillies make the playoffs? No. I think the Braves and the Nationals are going to come out of the East. But I wouldn't be shocked if they did. But no, I'd guess no. If we're supposed to let the kids play, shouldn't Bumgarner be able to express his emotion too as long as he doesn't throw at the guy next time up? No, because letting the kids play is about letting people celebrate themselves how they feel it. As long as it's not nasty at someone else, it's about letting them celebrate. What Bumgarner does is points at your face and yells at you for doing nothing. So no, Bumgarner's like outwardly being a crybaby bitch. The other guys are having fun. Two different things. It's like, well, if I have to let you have fun, you have to let me be an asshole. That's not how life works, Bum. Good try, though. How many years until the Phillies regret the Harper contract? The last 3 years. I mean, I'm a Yankees fan, so I know how it goes. And like the end of the contracts, they're not fun. They're not fun. Should Tebow just call it quits on a baseball career? I don't get what Tebow's doing, man. Why is Tim Tebow playing minor league baseball? It's a grind. People say it's like fucking sucks. I'm sure he's doing it a little more lavish. Like he's not taking every bus ride. He goes and does game day every now and then. But like, what is Tim Tebow doing? What is he doing? What a weirdo. Blue Jays fans, you like him at all? I mean, Vladdy's going to be a pain in the ass and fun. All the young guys are going to be fun for a while. Drury's not blind anymore, so that's great. But pretty indifferent on the Blue Jays. I like watching Charlie Montoya walk, but I think that's rude of me. You guys should do a six-pack cinema on the movie Beautiful Boy. It's not new, but it's really good. Yeah, okay. Is this your full-time job? Yes, it is. I kind of explained that earlier in the stream. Did you study sports media in college, or did you just stumble upon this as a career? Do you think it's important to study sports media if you want to get in this field? I was a history major, and I did a year of film school. I use my degrees in weird ways. I have a history podcast. History taught me how to research, which I use all the time for everything in life. But I don't know what college degrees do. If you're not getting a doctorate, just go to school for whatever you think you can graduate school with and then do whatever you want. Thoughts on the Rays? I'd love for the Rays to suck. And they need to move out of Tampa or the Trop. Do you think you could be an MLB GM? No. Those guys are fucking smart. They go like Harvard and shit. Do you think Gallo should have been MVP of the All-Star game? Yeah, it would have made sense. I don't really care, though. Give it to the hometown kid. That was a cool story. It's a dubious award anyway. No one cares. Tim Tebow plays because it draws people in here. Why does Tim Tebow care about that, though? I mean, that's why the Mets have Tebow. But why does Tim Tebow care about making money for minor league clubs? How old are you? My guess is 36. Fuck. I'm 30. Could you beat Kent Murphy in a home run derby? I think I could. If we were playing on a Little League field. Otherwise, if we're playing on Major League field, it's probably 0-0. What's the process of editing a breakdown? I want to do for the Patreons, I want to do this once. The process is, all right, find the play. My brother's been helping me, intern Luke. Find the play. I go grab the full play from both broadcasts. So, all right, let's just use an example. The Dodgers, when they won on 5 straight walks, I go grab the Dodgers feed of that broadcast, which is 20 minutes long. So it takes 20 minutes to grab that footage. Then I go grab the Rockies feed. Is it the Rockies? Of that same footage. Or was it the Diamondbacks? I forget who it was. I think the Diamondbacks. I grab the rock and I grab that. So it's probably 40 minutes there of just getting the footage. Then I take the Dodgers footage and I take the Rockies footage and I sync them so they're at the same exact place. Then I put it on a multi-editor. So I'm watching both side by side and I watch it through and I click, okay, do this broadcast. Okay, that broadcast had a better shot. This broadcast had a better shot. And then I take the 40 minutes or 20 minutes and I have to cut it down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, try and include whatever I think tells the story the best. And then whatever jokes I can make on crowds or like people. And then as I'm editing it, I don't like write down things I'm going to say, but I see like, oh, the coach just whispered in his ear, I can say this there, or just so I know the pitches, he went fast, blah, blah, blah. Then when it's all done, I turn on this mic and I record my screen and I hit play and then I just talk for 2 minutes and then I hit stop and then I hope that it's good and I post it. I usually do the voiceover. I don't think I've ever done more than like 3 or 4 takes. Unless I forget the sponsor. A lot of times if I forget the sponsor, I just post it without the sponsor and I give them the next one because it's so hard to duplicate like the timing of it all because I do it in one take. So there you go. Hopefully that explains it. Why are you such a goat? Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that. How long have you been a Yankees fan? Always weird when people ask me that. I just think everyone is a fan from birth, and I was a fan from birth. On Yankees, how well does this core stay together? Well, pretty good because they got a lot of guys that are still under contract for a while. Gary, Judge, they ain't going anywhere. Glaber's not going anywhere forever. Hicks is now signed for 7 years. Sevy signed. Paxton signed for another 2. Tanaka's got 1 more year. Andujar's forever. DJ next year, they should resign him. Voigt's forever. So, not going anywhere. Pumped about your event. Where are we meeting up? Tom, you're coming? Yeah, for those that don't know, Talkin' Yanks is hosting its first event. Hey, Tom, check this out. Here's a sneak peek. Tom, if you're small, this might be yours. Yeah, Talkin' Yanks is hosting our first ever event at the stadium. Got a whole bunch of people coming. All you can eat, all you can drink beer for 90 minutes before the game starts, and then we're all going to sit in the same section, hopefully catch a home run ball. If someone from our section catches a home run ball, they're going to be crowd surfed down, tossed onto the field, and then they get the boot, and they get a story to tell for the rest of their lives. It's going to be really fun. Thanks, Tom. Excited to see you. Why is Bartolo unsigned? I got to spend time with his families. All right, where am I? Yankees should get Wheeler. Disagree. Yankees don't need a project right now. They need someone who's going to come in and fucking win games. He's a project. Where do we go? How overrated is Judge? 0. Judge is a 5-tool player that's 6'7". If you think he's overrated, you just haven't watched him, and that's kind of sad, but he's not overrated. He's like really fucking good. And if I say that about other players, you can be like, that's Yankee bias. Judge is really good. Yeah. I wish people got to watch him. And I'm sure like you can say this about a lot of players on your favorite teams, but like Judge's base running is he's probably the second best base runner on the team. Besides Brett Gardner. He's really good. His defense is amazing. He's got a rocket of an arm, and then obviously the offense. Yeah, Judge is really good. Just because he's a Yankees fan doesn't mean he's automatically Yankee player. Doesn't mean he's automatically overrated. Did you play any high school or college baseball? I played in high school, but then I just started playing hockey more. How do you read lips so well? I don't know. When I was like a teenager, my dad would always pause it and say like, "Hey Jim, what did he just say right there?" So I always could kind of do it, but I can't really read lips. It's sometimes I can get it. Sometimes you can hear it. Sometimes it's straight reading. Like sometimes I'll be like, Luke, I think this is what he says. And he's like, I have no idea. And I'm like, no, that's what he says. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I can do it. But I think it's context clues. I think it's more that I have a good guess at what he's saying. And then I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that is what he's saying. Sometimes we watch it a ton. Like I'll just go back and watch it and watch it and watch it until I figure it out. But you can usually always figure it out. Sometimes you can't. Is Jake a thick Dave Franco? I like that. I think he'd take that. I think he'd be happy with that. Do you compete with the BP show, Short Porch, or other pods, or listen to them? I don't listen to them because I don't want to say something and then because when you listen to things, you subconsciously you then say them out loud. So I try not to tune in. Also, I used to listen to so many podcasts, but now that I record 3 a day and have to listen back to those while I edit, I don't have no time to listen to other podcasts, which kind of sucks. But we don't really compete. I think a lot of people listen to a bunch of them shows. So BP guys are cool. I wrote for them for a little bit, talked to them a lot. So what's your I just subscribed. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. Do the Yankees trade Andujar? He'd have to come back, prove he's healthy, and prove he can hit before they can even trade him. Because right now he's just like an injured guy who can't play defense. How good do you think the Royals will be in 5 years? No idea, Loki. What are they doing? They're terrible right now. They have a lot to do. I mean, we got to see like their moves and like their trades and their drafts and their prospects. I have no idea. Kate, apology accepted, but I don't remember being bullied. What's your opinion on MLB getting automated strike callers to replace the umps? My opinion is it's a waste of time to talk about it or think about it because it's not going to happen for a couple of years or like a while. What podcast did you listen to? Dude, I used to listen to so many. I used to listen to a lot. I probably still subscribe to a ton. Weird ones. I like some Barstool stuff. Barstool Rundown, Part of My Take. Used to listen to that. Used to listen to weird ones. I crushed probably every true crime podcast out there for a while. There's this one about Lexicon Valley, which is really nerdy of me. I like that. Conan O'Brien's I liked for a while. Crime Town was good. What else did I listen to? All of these crime ones. Legends of the West I liked for history reasons. The Dakota Ring I liked for cultural reasons. I liked Slow Burn. I'm just reading podcasts out to you now. Fucking the missing Richard Simmons was the creepiest thing I've ever heard. If you ever want to listen to a stalker, go listen to that. I don't know. Norm Macdonald, but I don't listen to any anymore. I just record and edit them all day. Such a fan. Keep it up. Where did you get the work ethic? I can't believe how many videos you put out. That's an interesting question. Where'd that go? I don't know I don't know who asked that. Can I control F in the chat? Such Spencer. I never had, tell this to my little brother, I never had a work ethic ever. Sports, school, my jobs before this, I never, ever cared. I used to seriously worry about myself that I didn't have any ambitions or want to do anything. And then I started my own company, and I've never worked harder. I would say but Luke is here for 5 hours. I put in 15 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday. Oh, Sunday through Friday. So I don't know what happened. Basically, it's either succeed at this or go back to doing something I hate for less money. So just got to work. But I'm shocked that I somehow found a work ethic. So I tell you, I was a C+ student. I didn't do shit. Do you think Davey Garcia is untouchable? No, because like me, Davey Garcia is short, which means he's probably not going to last long as a good pitcher in the MLB. Pedro's really the only exception to that rule, forever. So I think Cash may put him through AAA, build him up real quick, and then ship him out. I don't want that to happen. He seems fun, but I don't think he's untouchable. Thoughts on Aroldis Chapman? Really good closer. Probably some of the best stuff in the MLB with the fastball slider combo. Michael K versus Francesa. Already answered this. K is my best friend. K is so nice. K reached out to me last season, said really nice things, came on our show twice, hung out with him at winter meetings, hung out with him hung out with him a little bit at winter meetings, definitely. In Tampa, spring training, we said hi. Michael K is really, really nice to us. So I appreciate that. No, Joe Rogan, I'll listen to bits and pieces. I just listened to some with my brother, but you got to be invested to listen to Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? You ever going to do videos for other sports? Fun Sport Friday. But yeah, hopefully. What do you think MLB? What do you think of MLB implementing being able to stealing first on any count? Oh, they're just doing that in that guinea pig league. That's fun. That's never going to happen in the MLB. Do you like Jared Carabas? Yeah, he's good when he's being serious. I don't like his shtick. I don't like his shtick because so many Yankee fans fall for it, and then he wins because Yankee fans fall for his obvious trolling. It's pretty frustrating. Whoa, we got some stuff here. Bumgarner to the Yankees? I don't think so. Favorite Kapler ejection? He's only got 2. I like the second one better because he goes, oh, Joe, that is irresponsible. That was pretty fucking funny. Substance 25K 3 weeks ago. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Double D and Daniela. Is MLB cool with what you're doing? Yeah, kinda. I'm making them a fuck ton of money. So yeah, I mean it's a fucking chump change to them. If it was going into my bank account, it'd be a fuck ton of money. They claim the videos. They get all the money. So of course they like it. They reached out. They said, we're not going to come after your channel. We like what you're doing, which is really nice of them because I was living in fear. Not going to come after your channel, but if our algorithm claims your video, So I think they're pretty cool with me making money for them. I mean, I got so many views. Yeah. Ever talk with Ryan Rucco? Yeah, Ryan Rucco has been on our show 3 or 4 times. And yeah, we DM every now and then, stuff like that. Rucco's cool. Rucco's really, really cool. He's really nice too. He's just so busy. We want to get him back on the show, but he's so busy. Oh, shit. It just jumped a bunch. Favorite baseball player that's not a Yankee? I have a weird answer, and it's... I hate sharing these things because, like, I don't really have a strong answer. I enjoy watching Max Muncy go about himself. Like, I never watch like full games of the Dodgers, but every time I'm editing a video or watching a highlight and I see just the way Max Muncy just like kind of operates, like I'm not talking about on the field, I'm just talking about like the way he go about himself. He seems like a pretty intense, but like he's got that perfect mix of intense and cool guy. Who will win the NL Central? I'd put my money on the Cubs. Oh, shit, going fast. Michael, thank you. Do you like cheese dogs? Try not to eat cheese dogs too much. You get 30 and you're like, I fucking can't eat cheese dogs anymore. If you could delete one baseball team, who would it be? If I delete the Rays, does that get rid of the Trop? Because would be my answer then. What's your criteria for a perfect Gatorade dunk? Okay. Percentage of water poured, got to hit them. Like 100% pour, 100% hit. The Braves, Acuna. How do you say Acuna? Everyone always like gets mad at me. Acuna. I don't know. People say my name wrong when they're not English speaking. I don't get mad at them, but everyone gets fucking mad at me. Acuna, he hit Brian McCann with like 80% of the Gatorade. Pretty good. Not 100, though. Do you just watch the Yanks or do you keep tabs on every game? Well, since we're starting talking baseball, which drops July 15th, keeping tabs on every game. You can't watch every game. We actually did it. It's like 30 hours a day. It's impossible to watch every game. But we're trying to keep as many tabs as we can. How are the Marlins so bad with Stanton, Azuña, Yelich, Realmuto, Gordon, and Bauer? Well, when Jose died, they lost a lot of pitching. And then they didn't have any pitching. And then they blew it up. So, have you ever interviewed Meredith? No, we reached out, said hi, but no. A lot of Meredith interviews people, so I don't think like some people that Acuna, like Acuna Matata. Is that how you say it? Acuna. Okay. If that's correct, awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah, like some people that do interviewing, they like don't want to be the subject. They're like, that's not what I do. I ask, I don't tell. So. Now this guy says Acuna. This guy says I was saying it just fine. Fuck. So fucked. Acuna. Okay. Now everyone's saying I got with the Acuna. All right. Good job. Do you think this year is the Twins' best chance? No. Well, in the last like 5 years, yeah, but I think they'll have a better chance next year. Have you ever thought about doing any other sports on your channel more regularly, such as ear string pulling or the NFL? Ear string pulling hit 1 million views today. What the fuck? What do you think of Urinating Tree? I had no idea what Urinating Tree was, but then we were doing Jomboy and Jake radio, and someone asked if we knew what it was, and pretty funny name. Never watched a Urinating Tree video, but so I don't know what I think of Urinating Tree. I'd have to watch a video, then I can let you know. Which baseball player would be the best at football? Well, Aaron Judge is the same size as Gronkowski, so put him at tight end and let him just run around. Acuna, says Kate. Where do you live? New Jersey. Foolish baseball? No, but I was in the article. It was like Foolish Baseball and me were in the same article on Fangraphs, so that's cool. Are you from New York? No, New Jersey. Yeah. Really curious on your thoughts on the Marisnik slide the other night. I don't think he was trying to like blow up Lucroy. I think he made a decision that was unnecessary and dumb, and that's kind of bad on his part. But I don't think he went out of his way to hit Lucroy. I think he was trying to be sneaky in a way that shouldn't. Are you going to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Hell yeah, the movie looks awesome, and we'll do a review of it on Six Pack Cinema. Funny stories from you and Jake playing baseball. Man, I feel like we share those on Jomboy and Jake Radio a lot. I don't know, but freshman year baseball was crazy. All right, I'll watch that one. Does that Jersey Shore stuff actually be real? Actually be real. It's 2 towns over. There's people like that, but there's a 95% of people that are like me and not like that. Although I am not wearing a shirt underneath the sweater right now, which I think is pretty Jersey Shore of me. It's hot, though. Who will the Yankees pick up to fill out the rotation? I don't know. Did you go to school with Jake? Yeah, Jake and I went to high school and college together. Do you intentionally try to sound like Jake Johnson, the actor from New Girl, and Spider-Man? I don't think I sound like him. I never got that ever. We've been doing the podcast for years. I never got that, but I get it all the time on the breakdowns now. I like Jake Johnson. He's funny. He has a Chicago accent, though. I don't think I do. I don't know. Favorite baseball player of all time? Derek Jeter. Easy. Walter. Yeah, I'm in Lavalette, Walter. Right across the bridge. Do you think the Red Sox get Zach Wheeler? I don't think the Red Sox get anyone. I think that Red Sox ownership is saying we don't care about this team. We won last year. We're going to get under the tax and not make any moves. Because if they were making moves, they would have fucking made moves in the offseason instead of running out the worst bullpen ever. But we'll see. Are you interested in doing NBA breakdowns? Man, I don't really watch the NBA. If I did an NBA breakdown, it wouldn't be about gameplay at all. It would just be like crowd reactions or bench reactions. Whoa, what the fuck, Luke? Crab's Claw. Yeah, nice. Favorite baseball movie? Major League or Bull Durham? Funniest ejection of all time? Probably when what's that dude? I'm fucking blanking on his name. Managed in Japan, managed the Mets, came back. Bobby Valentine got ejected, came back with the mustache on. That's a pretty funny one. Who's your dad? His name is Chris O'Brien. Thoughts on the DH? It should be universal. Oh, Sandlot. Sandlot's not really a baseball movie, but if Sandlot counts as a baseball movie, it's my favorite baseball movie. It's in my top 10 all time. Zach Hampel breakdown. I think I did a Hampel breakdown a long time ago with when Judge robbed Correa in the AL in the 2017. I believe Zach Hampel's in that. Do you follow the competitive wiffle ball championship in Staten Island? I do not. Is that a thing that's on TV? I'll follow it. I'll make videos of that. Some people don't count Sandlot as a baseball movie because there's like only one act in which baseball comes into play. It's more just a coming age story. Someone in the chat, type out if Nick is paying me to say something that sounds like something bad. Because I don't want to get got. But I think Gucci Tuniana. Did that come out as something bad? Field of Dreams sucks. All right, we didn't know? Okay. Got it. All right, how long have I been doing this? I feel like it's been a while. I can find out. Let's see. Oh. Someone asked about the Tigers having a lot of talent. Dombrowski just signs a lot of players, spends a lot of money, makes teams bad. I have been doing this for 1 hour. Started at 9:00. No way. What? Did I start this at 9 o'clock? Have I been doing this for 2 hours? It's 11:09. It says I tweeted this out at 9:03. Is this a 2-hour stream? What the fuck? Old classic games will be broken down 1 hour. Okay. Thank God. It's about to get real scared about myself. Best athlete in your family. My dad played college baseball. Set records. Switch hit. And then my older sister could have been an Olympian swimmer if she didn't give up at age 11. Chat's still going fast. An hour in and you guys are typing faster than I can read. My eyes are starting to hurt. I'm going to put on my computer glasses. It's 10:09? Why does my computer say 11 and my phone say 11? Luke, you didn't know that dad switch hit? He switch hit for 1 year and then his coach told him to stop. How'd you meet Katie? Oh, her friend and my friend are engaged now. It's 11. Yeah. It says I tweeted it out at 9:03. So I'm confused. There's a Disneyland fight that I'd love to hear you do a breakdown, someone on Twitter said. I saw the bunt contest in Korea. Thought about doing a breakdown, but we had to do some other stuff today. Catcher-pitcher duo, Tanaka and Gary. Or are you talking like all time? Then it's probably Pettit, Posada. If you dyed your hair, you wouldn't look old at all. If I dyed my hair, shaved my beard, yeah, I'd probably look pretty young. Hey, if you guys want to see me with a shaven beard, you got to go to Talkin' Yanks on the podcast app. Where is it? Right here. Let's see what we're at. We're at 804 reviews. I said if we got to 1,000 before the season ends, I'd shave my beard and Jake would wear my beard on his face for a day. He can't grow a beard. I haven't clean shaven since I was 22 years old. So 8 years. My girlfriend's never seen it. But there's no fucking way we get to 1,000 reviews before the season ends. Can you check my DM on Twitter, Eric? Thank you. Dude, my DMs, I apologize. I love answering all my DMs, but I now have 100 that I haven't answered because it's blowing up. So I can't really, I'll try. Who's the best pitcher on the Yankees right now? Tanaka. What is the best catcher I've ever seen? Odell Beckham Jr.'s. Or Wise in the Burley. Perfect game. That was awesome. Just circumstances involved. Pirates' chances on making a run. They can make a run at the wild card spot. I don't think they can make a run in the worst player in the MLB. I don't know, man. It's probably just like some scrub that got called up. It's kind of hard to do, right? Worst player is probably like some minor leaguer who is going to get sent down that we don't know his name. Kind of hard. I mean, of all qualifying people, the lowest OPS, they don't even let you go the other way. Oh, whatever. That's pretty hard to do then. Let's see. Who's got the lowest OPS of all qualified players? Odor. Roughnet Odor of all qualified players has the lowest on base percentage. Whoa. I feel like, are we just recycling the same questions? Do you think Moneyball could work today? That's all teams do. Moneyball is today. That's all it is. Not a Devils fan. All right. We're doing a lot of the questions again. which I appreciate you coming in and asking, but you can go to the beginning of this and find them because we're asking the same 5 questions. Favorite musical act? Newsies. Santa Fe. Are you there? If I make it, will you let me come and stay? Best way to contact affordable jerseys. I think they set up a support email now. They didn't have one for a while, and I believe they just set one up last week. Tristan, is that what your DM is about? I can pass that along to my contact there. Yeah, I gotcha. All right. I got you. Do it right now. Screenshot that, and I'll pass it along. All right, done. Gotcha, Tristan. Who do you think the Yanks will end up with at the deadline? Thoughts on my butt? Sucks. Have you met a fan in public yet? Yeah, we meet listeners when we go to games. It's pretty cool. It's nice to see the people that listen every day and are part of the community with us and all that. It's fun. Are you getting your YouTube 100K plaque? Hey, well, I don't know how that fucking works. So, all right, YouTube, when you reach 100K, they're like, you can get a plaque that congrats, right? So I go to find out how to do it, and they say, check your notifications. Sometime in the next 3 weeks, you will get a notification with your number that says, congrats, redeem your plaque. I get like 1,000 notifications a day. You know how many comments that come through on the breakdowns? You guys are awesome. You leave comments nonstop. I'm supposed to just check that thread of comments nonstop for my redemption code? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. So I don't know if I'm going to get that plaque. I don't want to dig through. I'd have to get an intern. Like, hey, can you sit and monitor the comments for the next 3 weeks so we can get this redemption code? But I bet they do that because they don't want to send it out to everyone. But yeah, that's crazy. Going through them right now. And it's nuts. So I don't know. Yeah, I can't see it. FN F3. I can't because YouTube's notifications are it show 5, then you constantly have to scroll, and then they show 5. So it'd be like control 5, scroll, control 5, scroll. Yeah. Pretty annoying. Do you live in New England? No, I lived in Connecticut for a while. Going anywhere on vacation? Can't. Baseball season is work season. Probably going to try and go on vacation in November. Yeah, this will be a video after. Are you worried about copycats? No. There's some people, my brother showed me, there's some people that are already doing a breakdown. There's one dude who did exactly what I do. Not to say that talking over a video is something I created. But it was the video was Tanaka, a breakdown, and then he was talking over it in the same exact manner that I do. But no, I mean, the way I do them are pretty unique to me. It's like my voice, my thoughts and jokes. So if someone tried to just straight up copy that, it'd be more, I don't think it would work. I think it'd be it would come off as a sad attempt, just do you. Well, I'm not that worried. Do you like Derek Dietrich, or is Archer right to plunk him? Haha. Archer is such a little baby. such a baby. Old man pitching coach is my favorite thing about the 2019 season that's not Yankees related so far. Favorite thing. Ron Culper was the one that started it. Yeah. How do you explain to people what you do? I say that I started a media company. Like the breakdowns are just one thing that we do. Like I said, we have 15 podcasts in the network. We have a store. We have a newsletter. We're hosting our first event. So the breakdowns are cool. They've blown up, and hopefully more people have started seeing those and come on over to the other stuff. But yeah, just a media company. You ever go storm chasing? No. Well, I like going outside in storms. Does that mean I chase a storm? That sounds more badass. What are your podcast topics? All right, I'll run down the list real quick, and then I'm probably gonna go. Jomboy Media Podcast. We have Talkin' Yanks. We're soon to have Talkin' MLB, which will be all about baseball, covering it. Laughs from the Past. That is that one looks like this. It is history, comedy. If you go to the podcast app and type in Jomboy or Spotify and type in Jomboy, you'll find all of them. Laughs from the Past. I love it. It's just fucking crazy stories. Right now we're in season 5. We've done a lot of these. Season 5 is historical backfires. The last one was about Genghis Khan. Go check that out. Simple Man Radio. It's a dude, Bobby Skinner. He's funny. He does like sports talk. We have Jomboy and Jake Radio, which is everyday sports talk. Talking Knicks, if you're a Knicks fan. Talking Yanks, the other guys, if you need more Yankee content. Talking Giants, if you're a New York Giants fan. Just Talking, me and my girlfriend. It's kind of just more about our lives and our day-to-day. Some happy news. It's mostly for our relatives who want to check in on us and just hang out. We haven't done that in a while. What else do we have? Talking Songs. I do one where I talk about music. I like really slow, sad music. So if you don't like really slow, sad music, you probably won't like it. Talking Huskies, Yukon Huskies. We have that one. I think that might be it. I think that's all of them. So if you want to go check out everything else we do, you can go to jomboymedia.com and they have all the shows there. But yeah, we do a lot. Can you do new series when you just break down ejections? New series when you just break. That's like what we do. That's the breakdowns. First breakdown I did was the Yankees and the Tigers got into a brawl, and I wanted to see what each individual player did in the brawl. So I was scrubbing through the footage myself just to see, like, hey, what did Gary do in this brawl? And I was like, oh, other people would probably enjoy this. So I slowed it down and I said, look, this is where he went and this is where he went. They're on YouTube. And I think those are the first breakdowns I ever did. And then I would just do dumb stuff like, hey, here's a picture of the Yankees doing thumbs down. Here's a breakdown. And the breakdown started very satirical, like very sarcastic. Like the Yankees take a picture with their thumbs down, a breakdown. And they're still somewhat, because it's not really like a breakdown, but people get mad about that a lot. You didn't even break anything down. I did not study lip reading. Jake does suck. Ken Murphy, legendary coach. I don't know who Leo Lush is. That sounds cool. Thank you, Rami Shine. King. King wants to know if Johnny is gay. Johnny, if you're in there, King wants to know if you're gay. P.O. Box. Hey, I just set up a P.O. Box today. Crazy timing. But I don't have the number yet because I have to go to the post office and be like, yo, give me my number. I met Jared at the winter meeting, said hi. Hubs and I have talked, like, just DM'd every now and then. What is Grown Losers? Grown Losers is I was in film school, and for my thesis, I was supposed to write, direct, film, and edit a short film. And I didn't want to get actors because that wasn't seemed just like shitty and annoying. So I called my best friends up, Jake, who does all this with me, and my best friend Nick, and I wrote 5 episodes of a web series, and I flew them out, and we filmed it. So I wrote it, directed in it, acted in it, all that. It was quite the production. And I'm not really joking. It was like a big undertaking. Ken Burns documentaries are the best thing in the world. So that's what Grown Losers is. All right, I'm just getting hungry, and my girlfriend just got back, so I'm going to hang out with her. What do you listen to? Music, just like slow folk, country, rock music. I like slow music. Jomboy, autocorrect, changed my name from Jimmy to Jommy on one of my friend's phones. And then so the summer after I graduated college, everyone just called me Jommy as kind of a joke. My friend Jake would just call me Jom, and then like an ending like Jomalope, Jomalantern, all those things. And then like one was Jomboy. And then I started applying to get real jobs. I had to change all my social media, so I made it my current nickname at the time, which was Jomboy, and then that stuck. Do ASMR. Here is some ASMR for you guys. Thank you. Mikey, I am short as fuck. Super short. And I think I'm going to end this stream now and go get something to eat. Thanks for hanging out with me. I can't believe I talked for this long. See ya.